Hello, I'm Cécile Delettré from Business France. I'm very happy to introduce you today to the most energizing startups in the retail industry. I'm not alone for that. I am with Thomas Vial, Business France.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Thomas. And
Hello,
we are together today to speak about startup, of course, but to speak also of the innovation. And this is very interesting because we have a lot of things to show to you with these beautiful startups. So Thomas, let us know what is your activity and as the head of department of Startups Accelerator of Business France.
Thank you, Cécile, for your introduction. So today it's a really nice moment because we are talking about one of the most vibrant ecosystem in the world, and of course in France. So my responsibility inside Business France, inside Team France Export, is to accelerate the best startups. So I see a lot of example today in the world. So it's towards dedicated programs, thanks to 1,500 persons around the world, and using our network, privileged network of the big players, retailer, brands, of course, and IT partner to show, you said, Cécile, to showcase sometime in the stores, the best technologies, the best services, and the best talents. And today, with the COVID crisis, of course, we have a lot of challenge. Now it's also a challenge to share all this innovation, and it is our job to create a platform, to create atmosphere, to make the provider, but of course the clients, so comfortable to let us take challenges, to talk with the best way, the digital way, to their clients. So I'm really, really happy to be part of this session. Of course, we are in touch with the best vibrant ecosystem and startup because we are leader of this responsibility, and we followed already 1,600 startups. So we are. It's a really nice moment today to listen what the startups are providing, what's the promise of the startups, and to know more, to have a better understanding of their visions, of their clients' vision to enrich the added value of technologies and services.
Thank you, Thomas. Let's talk now with the first startup. And I am very pleased to introduce you to Domitil. Hello, Domitil.
Cécile.
And Domitil is a French startup located in the south of France. You're very lucky. It's a very sunny day, I think, in Sophia Antipolis.
Of course, yes.
Of course. And Domitil, we met together at CES, Consumer Electronic Show in Las Vegas 3 years ago. And it was very nice to see that a lot of people from China, from Japan, from Asia were looking to your booth and your innovation. Can you tell us more about you and what's your activity and what's do you want to address to the retailers?
Yeah, so basically Kinfuser is focused on robotics in retails. So it may be surprising to talk about robotics and retails associated. Actually, this is a very big market and a market which increased a lot. So just you may imagine robotics associated with industry, but it's not only industry. Robotics is mature in industry, but is definitively have so many things to do in the retail world. In Kinfuser, we focus on robots in the front end, so that is robots in front of the retailer, in front of the customers. We've got, for example, personalization, product personalization robots. So we provide actually ad hoc solution, ad hoc platform, robotics platform for the retailer. The retailer gets the robots, turn it on, and get the magic of the robots. I mentioned product personalization. So for example, for customers in the cosmetics world, you enter the store, buy a bottle, and then the robot will add a message on the bottle, a message, an image, and it will be just unique. Your bottle becomes become a personalized object full of emotion. And that's it, thanks to the robots, which will always succeed in the personalization. We also have robots for demonstration. So we've got a full set of robots that would help the retailer. Going back to myself, just to present, I come from the engineering world. I spent 20 years in technology industry. I have 10 patents, actually. I authored 10 patents, and I created some innovations that maybe some of you right now are using. And I'm really proud to contribute to the wellness, to your wellness, sorry for that. And you know, robotics is really important because I really believe there's so many things to do with the robots that could help, that could assist the people, and particularly the retailer.
And your first application was with the mobile phone for different companies. Can you tell us more how it works for them?
Yeah, indeed, we have deployed for Samsung, for KPN, Orange, SFR. Actually, the robot was making some demonstration. You've got a new phone, a new application, but what's great about the smartphone, you don't know, because it's just in the store, it's just turn it off or maybe on, but you don't know what to do with that. The robot was making the demonstration, showing you immediately what's great about the application and why you should buy it. So you see, there's so many ways to improve the shopping experience with the assistance of robots.
Thank you, Domitil. It's amazing, and we will speak more about it later. So now I am very pleased to introduce you to Adrien Serre. He's a phygital expert and work for Improvis, but he's also a startup founder in the past. So Adrien, hello, where are you actually?
Hi, Cécile. Hey, hello, everyone. Well, actually, I'm in Germany. I'm in Düsseldorf. And so I'm the phygital expert at Improvis. Improvis is a startup based in Tourcoing, in the north of France, in Lille. And as you mentioned it, yes, I've been working in the digital creative industry for more than 20 years already. And I'm pursuing my career in the phygital world right now. Thanks to Improvis, we're actually settling our solution across Europe for the moment. Maybe later we'll go to other continents for sure. And yes, talking about Improvis, actually Improvis for the last 10 years has been helping many retailers selling beyond the limits, thanks to phygital. Maybe you can share Cécile,
yes, I thought it was on the video. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was not.
Not actually. Okay.
Yeah, it would be cool if you could share the screen. What is phygital?
Of course.
Now the previous maybe. Yes,
okay.
Please. Previous one on the phygital.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so phygital commerce has been mentioned widely for the last year, I would say, with the COVID pandemic. Let me just explain some definition about phygital, right? Phygital commerce, because we're talking about business here. So as a retailer, maybe you're facing some issues when you're in store. Like on the traditional commerce, if you don't have stock, well, you can't sell your product. Maybe you have them online and you have an e-commerce website. And when you sell online to your customer will be using their own tools. It means they will go on with their mobile phone, maybe because you have an app or a mobile website, or they will go with their tablet or their PC. But those consumers, they will use their own tools. So you're not in total control of the tools, the digital tool you're asking to your customer. And maybe you also own a small shop or you're paying too much for your meter square and you want to open a smaller shop. But the thing is that you have an entire range of product that you won't be able to show in your store. But you have them online, right? But that's the issue, that's the problem. So with phygital commerce, now you would have the possibility to show and sell all your e-commerce product in store with your own digital tools. So those tools can be the push-as-wool, touchscreens, range extension terminals, vendors' mobile phone or tablet, or many other phygital merchandising like touchscreens, widescreen, or digital signage.
And it's very interesting. So what can you both for this? Can you explain us what's a purchase?
Yeah, sure, of course. Well, like Pickwick Toys, Truffaut, Basket for Ballers, or My Toys here in Germany, you can go phygital and solve those problems with our innovative solution, Push-as-Wool, that you're just sharing here. Well, actually, it's a physical button acting like a bookmark. I have one here in my hand. It's a phygital button, as you can see. You press it, and it's acting like a bookmark. And when you press it, you will finally show product on the touchscreen and will be able to order those products. So the solution works pretty well for bulky product. Like on this example, on this Push-as-Wool, you have 40 product, very bulky product. It's just 1 meter length. You have above 50,000 value product, 50,000 euros value product, and you're saving 900 meters square and also 20 days work just to, if you had a store, you would have to settle, mount, and all. As you can see, there's a swing, there's a trampoline. There's all those product. It takes a lot of space in your store, and you're not able to show all of them. Well, thanks to Push-as-Wool now with a phygital solution, you can go and you can sell and show invisible product, even if you don't have them in store.
Okay, so it's a phygital world, so mix of digital and physical world.
Exactly, we're bringing digital in the physical world, actually.
And for the digital, for the e-commerce, you need other solutions. So it's a good introduction for Dorota Smagia. She's Chief Revenue Officer of IT in Cell, and she's working on platform and solution for that. Dorota, can you explain us what you do?
Of course, thank you, Cécile. So Untitled is working mainly for e-commerce. So e-commerce is our playground. You asked me for a few fun facts, and so I choose a few figures to share with you. E-commerce today represents 1 billion parcels packed and shipped. And this is expected to be this year in France only. And France is not the biggest e-commerce country in the world. So you can just imagine the volumes that it represents. And what does Untitled do for e-commerce? So we have the answer to this one very important question. Where is my parcel? Whether B2B or B2C, well, mainly B2C, we track the parcels, and we also enable the communication between the brand or the retailer or the shop or the third logistics party to the end customer. So we work for brands such as L'Oreal, for instance, but L'Oreal, this is also Yves Saint Laurent, Giorgio Armani, Kiehl's, Urban Decay, Lancôme, Mugler. I mean, the group is huge. And we simplified the logistics for L'Oreal. We combine on one single platform all logistics operations from click to possession, which is quite a handy thing to do. But our clients are Boulanger, Decathlon, Jardiland, IKKS, and we have more customers outside of France. So what's the innovation with Untitled?
Yes,
by having on one single platform, the simplification of logistics, this enables each store to become a warehouse. So if you think about how to deploy e-commerce, it's quite difficult, handling carriers, handling client communication, it's quite complex. By having all this on one single platform, it makes things really much easier for brands, for retailers, and also for logistics players.
But you are not a logistics supplier, you are a logistic platform, because you...
Absolutely, we are a platform, we are a SaaS platform, so we are a solution. We do not do the packing, we don't do the shipping, we just know how to optimize logistics, how to track the parcels, and how to let the end customer know where's the parcel. And in case it's lost, we proactively communicate under the brand's colors. So it is not Colissimo or DHL or FedEx saying, this is what's going on with your parcel. This is Yves Saint Laurent telling me, Dorota, don't worry, your lipstick is on your way. On its way to you.
It's very interesting, and it's very important for the customer journey. So it's a good introduction also to Alia Yacoubi. She's working on the customer relationship and with the different point of contacts. So Alia, can you explain what you do with intelligence artificial, because you are the head of the lab, Zion.
Thank you very much, Cecile. So yeah, I choose to introduce my talk with this slide about conversational vocal AI. So it's a great transition actually between previous speaker when we talk about a customer journey, and the first and the most common question is where is my parcel, or I'm waiting for a delivery and I cannot find the news on the website. And this is what we do. Actually, we make a conversational AI, so a tool which is able to understand the natural language and to answer accordingly. So for those slides, we can see that in customer relationship, I mean, in customer services in all businesses, we use a lot our voice because we use our phone to call the brands. We also use some other channels like emails and chats. And at Zion, we are working on how to make customer services better and smarter using the data and using artificial intelligence. So I mean, for me, so personally, I'm the head of artificial intelligence in Zion, which is a team of 16 people today, 16 data and speech scientists, language and natural language processing engineers. We also have doctors, PhDs, and I myself, I hold a PhD in emotional AI, so we will talk about it later. So Zion is a French market leader of conversational AI applied to customer relationship, and we have the ambition, of course, to be the European leader, maybe in some years. So what we do is that we take advantage of the power of data and artificial intelligence to enhance customer experience. We offer AI-based solutions to handle calls and all types of interaction in customer relationship. And we also use AI to detect and recognize emotions during the interaction. In order to...
So we have a lot to learn about this emotional artificial intelligence, and we will speak with you about how retailers can use it, and what is also the key point of ethics for this kind of activity. So Domitil, you spoke about robotization in store. What is the trends for you on the main challenges for retailers?
Okay, so regarding the trends, I would say that basically on the back-end retail, the robotics is quite mature because, you know, for example, delivery robots like the Amazon drones, sorting robots in the warehouse, inventory robots. So all those are known, but on, you know, the front end retails, it's really more to explore, to deploy. And, you know, for example, the pizza robots, which makes a personalized pizza, pasta robots, those are coming. And each time there's something which is important, and it is about physical, in brick and mortar. The customer is in front of you, so you can provide a very fine-tuned experience to the customers, and this could be done with robotics. So that's really the trends.
And in period of COVID, of course, I imagine that it's also better for customer relations sometimes to have the robots than more.
Yeah, regarding the COVID and the trends related to that, I'm again a very strong believer in technology, and I know that technology has already solved a lot of problems in retails. Just an example, the stealing problems in retails. This has been solved by the RFID tags, you know, against stealing protection tags. Thanks to that, you are able to touch a product, to try a product, and thus with a seamless experience. So retailers, they need now to find their solution, and technology could be of this help to provide a safe environment, with protection, with keeping distance, and technology could be of great help. And we know now that we need to live with the pandemic, whatever happens. So we need to find those solutions, and technology is really great for that.
Dorota, do you think that the COVID was an accelerator for your activity, and what are the trends, in fact?
So for my activity, it was clearly a burden. You know, a big nightmare in logistics, and also I have to admit, projects were delayed, indeed, because the store were closed, so it's like obvious. The good thing is, again, because we're a technology provider, we were able to switch, to change position. And for example, we work on a new sector, the software edition, and we provide testing robots that test application, digital interfaces for a new sector. So, and what we develop for them, we now deploy them in the robots that we use for example, the personalization. So being agile, that's really important because we are a startup. But indeed, we have been impacted. Now, I can say that we see some brightness in the sky right now. We have almost all our staff which has switched back to retail's project. So that's really a good sign for the brick and mortar. And I really also want to mention that, you know, COVID has shown how much people like to go shopping. Web is something, but you know, they want to go shopping. They want to have this experience. So we need to provide this experience.
And Dorota, I think that in e-commerce, people like also buy online.
No, absolutely. COVID, I have to say that sadly, it really accelerated our activity. The volumes absolutely exploded. But then retailers needed to completely change the way they were selling. Just imagine the shops are closed. So being able to transform a shop into a place from where they can prepare orders and ship orders that could keep employees working. So that was one good thing. Another example during COVID where our platform helped, when click and collect locations suddenly closed, retailers just switched from click and collect to another carrier like that on our platform. That's pretty easy. So this is how during COVID we really had the feeling that our platform was making so much sense to help retailers just changing the way they were selling stuff. So again, I'm saying sadly COVID had a beneficial trend for our activity, but also we noticed that the more volume each retailer is shipping, the more it makes sense to have a centralized way to manage all shipments. So in terms of trends, COVID or no COVID, I think retailers more and more rely on data. So my number one trend, I would say data, data, data. Boring? No, it's not boring. I mean, depends who you're talking to. Because we are a platform, we have lots of information about what's going on, how many shipments there are, how many shipments were delayed, what's the percentage of empty space within parcels. That's another fun fact. Do you know that more than 50% of parcels are filled with nothing? So this is something that we as a platform can optimize for retailers, just reducing the empty space ratio within parcels. So data, that's number one trend. Sustainability, I think this is a huge, huge challenge and also trend for retailers. Because, well, when I'm talking about e-commerce, and everyone knows how e-commerce is bad for the planet, but by optimizing, if we just can reduce by 20% the empty space inside the parcels, that's already a big thing. So data, sustainability. I'd also say I have two more trends and challenges. One trend is last mile delivery. More and more people go shopping and then don't want to walk away with the parcels. Well, some love carrying the bag and some want to have things delivered. And so all these omni-channel ways of shopping and deliveries, that's important. And one last, I know I'm taking a lot of time. One last trend, which is probably the most important, that's an excellent client relationship, customer relationship. Brands, retailers need to offer an excellent journey. They need to be a companion. So I think, and customer relationship, that's absolutely key. It was a challenge for many, many years. It still is.
And it's very interesting to discuss also with you and with Alia about the customer relationship, because in fact, if we have call bot, if we have chat bot, we need also to have a good experience relationship. Can you tell us more, Alia, about these trends that you see for the retail industry and the challenges?
Yeah, actually, it's once again, it was a great transition between Dorota and what we are doing at Zion. So when we talk about customer relationship, for example, in e-commerce, in the past, e-commerce was seen like a transaction. just I buy something from the internet and that's all. Today, it's becoming an interaction. People are having an interaction with the system on the website or on the app. And that's why as customers, we have high expectations. We expect a customer journey which is personalized, customized, and convenient for us. And especially with the COVID, we had this situation. So surprisingly, the COVID crisis came with great business opportunities, actually, at Zion. As we address call centers, traffic problems, we had a lot of demand concerning automation.
I have a question about what do you do with people who don't want to speak with robots? If, for example, they are very angry about customer services after their purchase of something else, how do you manage this kind of relationship?
So that's the purpose of emotional AI. So that's why we choose to work on emotions. And it's one of the big trends in AI now, in conversational AI fields. So the idea of customizing the journey and also analyzing the behavior of the customer is very present today in AI applications. For our case, the problem is sometimes and very often, sadly, people make a call to make a claim, for example, and they are not very happy. That's why they call their customer service. And now, today at Zion, we are able to recognize which kind of emotion is being expressed, and if we see that this person is not happy and wants to be transferred, we can transfer it immediately to a human agent, so that we can reduce the time and cost, reducing of course, but also enhance the customer experience and avoid customer dissatisfaction or customers churn, for example.
Perfect. So we understand that we need to have the physical world, the digital world, the integration, the relationship during all this journey. And Adrien, what's your feeling about the retailers? Are they prepared for that? And what do they need to improve to address these new challenges?
Yes, sure. Well, the trends we're seeing right now is in the retail world, I would say, is I would say that the phygital revolution is on its way all around the globe, and we actually have a lot of demand from retailers who want to try innovative display in store. I would say 3 trends we're seeing right now. First of all, there's a lot of DNVB, so digital native vertical brands. We have also a lot of shop-in-shop. And third, I would say smaller shop in town. Concerning the digital native vertical brands, those strong growing e-commerce, they present a challenge. And there's no doubt taken this toll on traditional retail sales. But there's a new trend showing that those e-retailers, they want to open physical stores as hub of inspiration, and they want to boost the visibility and sales. So for an example, we have this client, Basketball Ballers, which is a basketball pure player. They have a website, and now they already opened 1 store in Strasbourg, and we just helped them opening a new store in front of Paris Hôtel de Ville in Rue de Rivoli. We've been helping them for the last 6 months, going phygital with a lot of innovative solution like Pushes Wall. Well, if you're in Paris next week, maybe you can pay them a visit. I know Thomas was very, very enthusiastic about going to this shop. Actually, it was not already open, but next week it will be open for sure, and you guys can go and pay a visit. So, and we're also talking with another biking online store, a pure player. So a lot of DNVB now are trying to open their own store. So that's the first, I would say, trend. Shop in shop. This is an area where one retailer was sublet with another retailer premises. We've seen this for a long time now, like was in the perfume industry in big like Galeries Lafayette. But we're also seeing now IKEA opening corners in supermarket in Europe to reach their client while their store were closed due to COVID-19. So, and we're actually seeing a lot of brands and retailers asking us to work with us and display some innovative phygital solution in those corner shop in shop. And the last trend, I would say, is also to those many big retailers. They want to sneak in town, but meter square is very expensive, though. So they want to open smaller shop in town, but they want to show the same amount of product, and they can now do it thanks to our phygital solution. So typically, like you have some walking drive supermarket like Leclerc Piéton in Lille, for example. So this, for me, is the three new trends that retailer will be facing for the future, and they're already starting it.
Okay, so interesting. And do you think it's the same in different countries? And in which country are you operating actually?
Expanding, yeah. Well, actually, there's no really. I would say there's some countries in Europe that are more early adopters, like France or Spain. We're seeing that Spain is very early adopter in the digital innovation. I've been doing apps as well for a long time, and I know that many projects has been tested in Spain. Barcelona is a great city, for example, to test because you have a majority of many population. But you know, I'm in Germany right now, and Germany is also on its way. We're actually deploying our solution, Pushy's Wall, to a toy leader in Germany. So yeah, we're expanding across Europe. I don't think there's any border actually for phygital.
No, it's interesting to know. And Domitil, where can we find key user robots and personalization tools, and what are your targets?
Okay, so currently we're deploying in Europe, mainly in Europe. We will continue to expand to Europe. And yeah, the plan, I don't know if I could say wish or plan. I would say it's a plan, but it's so complex that it needs some steps, is to target Asia and in particularly China, because China is so famous for the retail tech and so open to innovation that this is really some of, I would say, plan, but with different steps. So we have already started some market study, identified how retail worlds work in terms of actors. So we are on that, but this is really a big wish. And at the same time, we continue to secure all the European business.
Okay. And for your activity, Alia, you also said sooner that you want to be the European leader.
Yeah, actually, we already begin to reinforce our presence in the European market. We are already present in Germany, in Spain and Belgium. And of course, we have the ambition to enter the US market. It will not be easy, I think, but we have this in our plan. And actually, we were part of the Impact US program offered by BPI France.
Okay, and Dorota, are you looking to expand worldwide or just in Europe or Asia?
So I can say that we already are worldwide because we track parcels that have as destination 220 countries. So we really track parcels worldwide. But in terms of our clients, we are the strongest in Europe, in the biggest e-commerce markets, the UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain. We have some Eastern European countries as customers as well, the Benelux. We have on our roadmap the Americas, huge market. We already started with some significant help of Business France and obviously Asia Pacific. We are following the biggest e-commerce markets. As of today, we are the strongest in Europe, but the Americas and Asia Pacific were coming.
And Thomas is still with us? Yes, Thomas, can you explain us what you do for?
I wanted to. You are me? It's okay.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. So I wanted to share because it's a really nice session, and I wanted to share five things with you. The first thing is what is when today we are talking about vibrant ecosystem. Now, what is a vibrant ecosystem? Second thing is definitely retail is everywhere. The third thing is digital is everything. The fourth thing is the competition is international and it is not easy. And the last thing for me, because we have the honor to talk about foreigners today, is why you have to go to France to make a turn, IT turns to find your solutions. Today, we have a team of solutions, my first point. So what is a vibrant ecosystem? So it will be really nice. And I'm a really lucky guy, and a brand and retailer would be really lucky guy to listen to us, because with all this solution, we have it's possible, we are able to find definitely a solution for a global challenge of a retailer, of a brand. With so many passions, so many references, and so many solutions, robotization, data, IT, logistics, and so on, we have the correct answer to have a fine-tune. It's Domitil, we say they use these terms to fine-tune the solution, the very precise solutions. The second thing is retail is everywhere. When we listen to us, in all the world, you have a part of solutions in your reference, in Germany, in UK, and in United States, in China, of course. And it's the job of Business France, of TIFF France Export, to be aware about this new trend, this opportunity, and to take this challenge and to share with our ecosystem. The supply chain, of course, because we are the COVID crisis. So retail is all the universe. We are talking about the production, the logistics, the clients. It's a B2B solution. Today we understand all this value chain. It's international because all of your reference are international. We are very proud that you have a really nice reference. We talk about Samsung. We talk about US brands also, and they are international, and now they are in e-business. So we are in the client is able to talk with the retailer everywhere in every place. So we have to take in account, and you took in account these new trends to securitize the relationship with the brands and the product at the moment of the clients are more and more exigent. Digital is everything. Of course, we know this. The first question is the optimization on all the digital chains that you are representing today is able to track the data, to track the emotional reaction, to track the pressure of the logistic plan. So it's a question of optimization. And today we are, of course, in a way of optimization because the competition is international. Experience, So with the COVID crisis, today we are experiencing a new way of sharing our idea with conference. And of course, the clients are expecting to go to the shops to have a new experience now that it is more easy and able to go to the shops. The first thing is digitization is international and also retail is international. So it's not easy to find the right solution when you are in your own market. So of course, you have to pick up all the best solution everywhere. And for my part, I lived in China, in Beijing for 5 years and taking care about the e-business, the Asian e-business things. But I lived also in Singapore, like a hub where the space is really, really expensive. So you have to optimize these things. So thanks to our platform, and you are also a platform with all your clients, we are able to fine-tune this solution with this different part of the trends around the world. And why to go to France? Because it's not the first, my opinion, but it's also the question that it's not the first revolution that we have in the retail industry and branding and so on. Of course, all the trends were existing before, and COVID accelerates these trends, but it's not the first revolution. So France is 200 years of experience in the past experience. It was just the birthday of Louis Vuitton, a luxury brand today. And we lived so many revolutions in France in retail industry. So we are able, and I think that all this today, this presentation makes that we are able to challenge this revolution and to find a very specific, a very French way to think a new retail experience. And we have really, really nice solutions today, but France, it's 1,000 companies in digital and in retail industry, SMEs, startups. So it's constituting a real lab with 400 retailers, also with a global print. So it was really, really interesting. Of course, it's Business France is not. I wanted to share this feedback with you, but we are also making some action. Of course, so we are the next action are in India, in Hong Kong. We don't forget also Turkish players. We have also a different maturity of a way of thinking, because in retail we have different maturity and market. And of course, it's a question of training. So we are already for 6 years organizing a training with a big platform, Chinese big platform, and sometimes also US platform to train the brands and to make like a vision of what is going on. And digital is able to track this personalized expectation of the brands and of course for the product.
And Thomas, we can add that the country in different countries, about 60 countries, there are Business France offices, and the experts in the offices, they organize meetings between retailers and startups. And according to the needs of the retailers, they can source startups, and they can propose the retailers the good solution for modernize the activity. So thank you for all of you for presenting this innovation. I think we can have some question in the audience. So you can put the question directly on the chat, or you can take the screen, and if you want, you can ask your question. Let us know if there are some questions now. If not, I have some. So Dorota, you speak a lot about the luxury industry. And do you think luxury is very happy with e-commerce because it's also important for them to have big store. As we can see, the new store of La Samaritaine in France, in Paris, it's very important to have the solution to present the products in a special luxury nutshell. So what do you think about this luxury potential?
So luxury in terms of retail, they face this very strong omni-channel need, and customers' expectations are very high. They're even probably higher for luxury brands, but even for non-luxury brands, our expectations are high. When I order something, I want it immediately. I want to know exactly what's going on, and I don't want to be disappointed. So if you think about luxury brands, this journey, this client experience needs to be absolutely perfect. So is the luxury segment happy with e-commerce? I'd say, do we really have a choice? I don't think we really have a choice. With during the pandemics, less travel, less shops open, if any at all. So if there's an adversity such as the pandemic, brands try to transform it into an opportunity and create an excellent, like a sublime customer experience, even if it's e-commerce. And how can they do that? By shipping the goods really fast, by communicating with the end customer under their own colors, by making returns really easy. So there's a lot that can be done by the luxury industry. And we have seen the luxury industry embracing e-commerce. It does not mean that the shops will be less important. It's this omni-channel experience that's important. I will give you one example of a jewelry brand. So in jewelry, you want to see how this necklace looks or this ring looks, etc., etc. And so in terms of jewelry, this brand, I'm not sure if I can quote them because we don't have a case study with them. So they decided to offer the same experience for their customers, whether shopping online, whether shopping in store, whether shopping in store and having the goods delivered at home, or shopping in store, the goods are not present in store, and so the client is delivered from another shop or from a warehouse. So it's this vision where the buying experience is not just a channel by channel. It's the lines are blurred. As long as the experience is great, the end customer usually is happy.
Okay, and Adrien, as you are in the country of Leroy Merlin, the north of France, the headquarters of the big retail stores like Leroy Merlin, like Decathlon, like Auchan, you can see a lot of trends also, and they are already in Europe, and some of them are outside of Europe. What's important for 2022, excuse me, according to you, to take care for retailers?
Well, the next step for those retailers is for sure to go phygital. Of course, for me, it's very important. And we see we're actually dealing with Leroy Merlin. They're also, for sure, they're opening a lot of stores everywhere. As I mentioned, the trend will be to open smaller shop in town. I think they want to reach urban in cities. I think that's the most that's their challenge today. People want to shop local and not so global, and also I think customers want to help local producer on our side. We've seen that. We've seen that actually was the COVID-19. We wanted to help our small shops around. So yes, for those big brands, those big retailers, their main concern, and we actually, I'm talking also with big companies here in Germany as well. They're looking into opening smaller shop in town, in the centers of the cities.
Okay, so just one word to finish with you, Domitil, and then with Alia. What's for you the important word for 2022?
I will start. But I think I already mentioned it maybe 20 times during this session, but I will say it again. It's experience. Experience is so much important, and it is so much what the customer wants. So, and we all of us are linked to the experience. We want the best for the customer.
Thank you. Alaya, one word, please.
Yeah, I will add another word from for the experience is customization. How to customize the experience.
Perfect. So thank you so much for all our speaker for our expert today. It was very nice to share with you this session. You can see it again on the replay on the platform of MAPIC. And we will be very happy to share with you the new events of MAPIC. Actually, there are a lot, and there are different events online and also in real life with MAPIC in Cannes in November. So we will be very happy to see you there. And for me, it was a very nice moment, and I'm very happy to see that the French startup have also a lot of things to share with you. And I will be very happy to meet you in real life in MAPIC Cannes. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.